I think it's important that you start to understand that there's a spectrum around strength and flexibility, and every single person comes into our clinic on that spectrum in a different place, and there's some ramifications thereof. So, for instance, over here you have the really strong person who has absolutely no ability to touch his toes. But over here, you have a person who has just glorious ability to touch their toes, keep their back flat. But if they're asked to lift something heavy, they can't. Okay? So you have the strength and you have the flexibility. Over here, you tend to get tight and congested, and you're more prone to the body reacting with osteoarthritis. Over here, you tend to become weak and loose, and you also can get what we call enthesopathies, where the tendon starts to pull on the bone, but you're more prone to hurting yourself and more prone to injury in terms of constantly straining and spraining yourself because you don't have the strength to do the work that life is asking you to do. What we want to do in the course of care is, if you're over here, we want to get you a little stronger. And if you're over here, we want to get you a little looser. And everybody can come closer to the middle of that spectrum, but you don't have to be in the middle. You just want to come a little bit closer to that spectrum. And for probably the first 30 years of most people's lives, they only think about the aerobic component of exercise, and very little do they think about strength training, because we're told that we want to take care of our heart. But some of us really need more strength training. We may need to spend 5 or 10 minutes a day, which doesn't seem like very much, and it isn't. But if you really focused, well, you can get stronger in areas that you're weak, and even in that same time frame, you can get more flexible in the areas you're tight. There is a book that's coming out, hopefully, I don't want to say the date exactly, but it'll be sometime in the middle of this year, where I will be defining those parameters where in less than 8 to 10 minutes a day you can gain your flexibility and you can gain your strength, and then you can also address tightness of the ligaments, which we'll be getting to as well. But just think about, as I bring this up, ask yourself the question, where are you on this spectrum? How can you get to the middle a little bit more? And sometimes if you're just working out really, really hard, you need to calm down and stretch. And sometimes if you're just doing yoga every once in a while, you need to get stronger. Although doing yoga can make you stronger, no question about it. But that balance, be asking yourself that question as we work with you through this process. Thank you.